Hi everyone, I'm Paradise, and today we're going to go through a 20-minute express flow where we're going to just try to move through all the major muscle groups of the body and get a nice full body stretch. All right, with that, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we're just gonna jump right into it, start in a downward facing dog. This does not have to be your biggest down dog yet, yeah? So if you would, let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna spread the fingers out nice and wide. Your hands are gonna be shoulders distance apart at the minimum. And we're gonna take the feet about sitting bones distance apart, and feel free to put a nice generous bend here in the knees and just give yourself a few moments to arrive in this shape. Start to connect to the breath, deep, full breath in through your nose. Let's exhale through the mouth. And then on your next inhale, let's go ahead and shift forward into a high plank pose. As you exhale, we're going to take the hips up and back, come right back into that downward facing dog. Just kind of establishing a little cadence, a rhythm here. Again, we're going to inhale, shift forward, high plank pose. Exhale, take it back. Downward facing dog. One more time like this. Inhale, shift forward, high plank pose. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Notice I'm keeping my knees pretty bent here at the get-go. I'm going to take a big breath in as you exhale. Let's go ahead and take that right heel down towards the ground. We'll get a nice stretch for the back of the right leg. On your next breath in, we'll bend into the right knee, and then as you exhale, go ahead and extend through that left leg. Let's do that one more time. We'll bend into the left knee. On an exhale, go ahead and heavy that right heel down. Inhale, bend into your right knee. Exhale, left heel down. Lovely. Now we'll bend both knees once again and come high onto the balls of the feet. Take your hip creases as far up, and away from your wrist as you can. And then we'll go ahead and heavy both heels down. Deep, full breath in. Again, an audible open mouth exhale, let it go. With an inhale, let's go ahead and kick our right leg back. As you exhale, draw your knee towards your nose, round forward, shoulders over the wrists. Stay here for your breath in. Exhale, we'll release the foot at the top of the mat. We'll stay high on the ball of the back foot with a big inhale. Come on up. High crescent lunge. Here as you exhale, let's go ahead and cactus the arms. Working into the shoulders, we're going to take left elbow over right. This could be a big bear hug or Garudasana arms if that's available to you in your body. We'll take a big breath in as you do think elbows a little further up, and as you exhale, move them a little further away from you, finding some space in between our shoulder blades. We'll take another breath here. Exhale, unwind, unbind. We'll take left hand underneath the left shoulder. Right hand could stay at the hip or it might extend up to the sky. We'll find a nice twist with an inhale. Exhale, unwind. On an inhale, go ahead and take it back, high plank pose, and then straight right back into that downward facing dog. On your next inhale, your left leg will rise. Exhale, knee to nose. Stay for your breath in. Exhale, release the foot at the top of the mat. High on the ball, the back foot, big inhale, come on up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, cactus the arms. Garudasana arms here, or big bear hug with right elbow on top. On an inhale, elbows up. As you exhale, move them away from you. Take another breath here. Exhale, unwind, unbind into a twist. Right hand underneath the right shoulder, left hand to the hip or sky. We'll take another breath here. Exhale, release. On an inhale, step it back, high plank pose. Take a big breath in here. Exhale, release your knees down to the earth, elbows towards the ribs. We'll come all the way down onto our bellies. Here as you inhale, we'll find cobra pose. Exhale, slowly release and let that go. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale up for cobra. Exhale, slowly lay your spine back down onto the earth. 1 more time, inhale, cobra. Exhale, go ahead and release down to the earth. On your next inhale, we'll take it all the way back, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in through your nose. Audible exhale out through your mouth. And now we're going to start to walk our feet up towards the mat. A little functional movement here for your hips. You'll take your right foot forward and over to the left, and then pick up your left foot forward and over to the right. So we'll walk in this zigzag fashion till we can't anymore. And then you're going to step 1 foot next to the other. At the top of the mat, press into your thighs, shins, get long in your spine, half forward fold. Exhale, release, let it go. With a big inhale, we'll press into the feet, come all the way up, reach up. Exhale, palms together at the heart, a moment to find Tadasana here. So think about rooting down through your heels, roll the shoulders back, lift through your heart, engage your belly. As you inhale, take the arms out and up, reach, grab onto your left wrist. On an exhale, a little side bend over to the right. Inhale, come on back up. Once again, reach through your ring fingers, grab onto your right wrist. On an exhale, side bend over to the left. Inhale, let's come on back up. Once again, we'll reach. Exhale, cactus the arms. Hands back behind you, interlace the fingers. As you inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, bow. Bend your knees a lot. Let your belly and thighs meet first, and then extend the legs. Hands off the sacrum and towards the sky if that works in your body. Head nice and heavy. Take another breath here. Exhale, release the bind of the arms. Put a big bend into your right knee, right fingertips right under your nose. If the earth feels far, you can always use a book or a blanket, or a block underneath your palm. Your left leg is long, left hand to hip or sky. We'll take a breath here and then unwind. Bend generously into your left knee, right leg extends, right hand to hip or sky. Big breath in. Exhale, release, let it go. As you inhale, get long in your spine. Again, press yourself away from your legs. Exhale, release. With an inhale, let's go ahead and step our left leg to the back of the mat. Your left knee is going to lower down to the earth this time. With a big inhale, we'll come on up, Anjaneyasana. Now here, bend into your left elbow and find your right hand there. Think about lengthen your left side body. Big breath in. As you exhale, we'll side bend over to the right. Stretch out our psoas. Inhale is going to bring you back up through center. Exhale, go ahead and release the hands down to the earth or your blocks. If you have them, I'm going to grab for mine. We're going to find our way into a half splits pose. Now, before we bow forward, let's go ahead and pick this right foot up. We're going to bring it in front of the left knee. Keep drawing the toes back. Take a breath here. Exhale, take the pinky side of your foot down towards the ground. Another little stretch here for the IT band, outer seam of your right leg. And then toes back up to the sky. Right heel back in line with your right glute. Now we'll take a breath in for length as you exhale, bow and belly to thigh. Little tuck of the chin, crown of the head, reaching for your right big toe. Take one more breath here and out. On an inhale, let's go ahead and rebend that front knee. Left hand roots, you can use it on the earth or maybe a block. Right hand to hip to sky, perhaps reaching to the back of the room for a shoulder opener. If it's available to you, bend into that back knee and see if you can find a bind. If this one just gives you a Charlie horse, please feel free to skip it. Now here, kick the foot into the hand. Let that help you open up your shoulder. Take one more breath in. Exhale. If you're bound, go ahead and release. We'll all unwind. Hands frame the front foot. We'll step it back. High plank pose. Take a breath here. Exhale again. We'll lower all the way down to the earth. Feel free to drop the knees first anytime you need. And now we'll reach back, palms face down. We're going to float whatever we can. Crown of the head reaching forward. We're floating the toes. You always have an option to bend your knees slightly for some added work in the hamstrings and these floating back bends. Take one more breath here. Exhale, release, let it go. On your next inhale, all the way back into your downward facing dog. Take a big breath in through your nose. Sigh it out, let it go. With an inhale, your left leg will rise. Exhale, bend your knee and stack your hips open. Take a big breath into the front of your left hip. As you exhale, step it all the way forward and through. Right knee lowers down to the earth. With a big inhale, we'll come on up. As you exhale, bend into your right elbow. Find your left hand there. Again, think length along the right side body. Take a big inhale there. Exhale, we'll side bend over towards the left. Lovely. With an inhale, we're going to go ahead and come on back up. Once again, reach, hands down to the earth or blocks as we extend through the front leg, coming into our half splits pose. And then again, let's go ahead and stretch out the outer seam of this left thigh, left leg by picking the left foot up, bringing it across the body in front of the right knee. Draw the toes back and then take the pinky side of your foot down towards the ground. Kick back through that left hip here. We'll take another breath in. Full breath out. And then as you're ready, toes back up to the sky, left heel back in line with your glute. And then this time we'll go ahead and add in that forward fold. So think lengthen your spine first for a breath in. Exhale, bow any amount deeper. Belly to thigh, find that tuck of the chin so your neck can find length. Top of the head was what's reaching for that left big toe. We'll take one more breath in and out. On an inhale, let's go ahead and rebend that left knee. Right hand roots underneath your shoulder, left hand to hip, to sky, or to the back of your mat, with the option to bend into your back knee for a quad stretch if that's available in your body. And again, if it's not, no big deal, no problem. We'll find another way to stretch the quad here in just a moment. Take another breath in. If you're bound, go ahead and release. We'll all unwind. Curl the back toes under, release the back knee with a big inhale. We'll step right up to the top of the mat. Here again, press into your thighs, shins. Find some length in your spine. Exhale, release. Let's bend the knees a lot and come into what we call Utkatasana, or chair pose. Now a little core work here for us. As you inhale, think length in your spine. Exhale, sit a little lower in your chair. Take another breath in. Exhale into the lowest chair you possibly can. Take another breath in. Coming to have a seat, maybe without the use of the hands. Maybe you have to use your hands, no problem. And here we're gonna find boat. You can keep knees bent or extend through the legs. We'll take a breath in, Navasana, boat pose. Exhale, lower down into a low boat. Take another breath here. Exhale, back into high boat. And then one more time, we're gonna come down into low boat. Bend into your knees, hands back behind the thighs. We'll start to rock and roll along the length of the spine. See if you can gather enough momentum to land on your feet. You might have to use your hands once again. And again, that is no problem. We'll take one more breath here. Exhale, bow, release, let it go. Inhale, press into thighs, shins get long. Exhale, release the hands down. Step your right foot to the back of the mat and slightly out to the right so you can get that back heel down. With a big inhale, we're gonna come on up. Here we have warrior one on this left side. Take a big breath here. Exhale again, cactus the arms. Once again, right elbow over left, Garudasana, arms or bear hug, elbows up and away from you. We're gonna find a little back bend here. Make sure you engage your belly. As you inhale, we'll find a little lift. Exhale, come on back into neutral. Release the bind this way. We'll bring the hands back behind us, interlace the fingers. If this bind is difficult, you can always grab a towel or a strap here as well. Now, as you inhale, again, think about lifting the chest, lifting the heart. Exhale, we'll bow in, humble warrior, head heavy. Left shoulder to the inside of the left thigh. Take a big breath in. Exhale, go ahead and release your bind. Hands come down to the earth. Step it back, high plank pose. Take an inhale here. Exhale again, all the way down to the earth. And once again, we're gonna reach back. You can find those airplane arms as before, or again, in a bind here, interlacing the fingers, lifting whatever you've got. If you are able to interlace the fingers, try to take the hands off the sacrum and towards the sky. Again, option to bend the knees for a little bit of extra work in the hamstrings. We'll take one more breath in. Exhale, release, let it go. On your next inhale, all the way back, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Sigh it out, let it go. With an inhale, your right leg will rise. Exhale, bend knees, stack hips open. Take a big breath into the front of the right hip. Exhale, step it all the way forward and through. Bring your left foot in and slightly out to the left so you can root that back heel down. With a big inhale, let's come on up, warrior one. Right side, we'll take an inhale here. Exhale, cactus the arms. Left elbow on top of right, elbows up and away from you. On an inhale, find an extension in your spine. Lift your chest, lift your heart. Exhale, recover, come on back through center. Release the bind, bring the hands back behind you, interlace the fingers. As you're ready, lift up through the chest, walk the knuckles down the back leg. Keep engaging the belly here. Exhale, bow, humble, right shoulder to the inside of the right thigh, head heavy. Take a big breath in. Exhale, release your bind. On an inhale, we're just gonna step right up to the top of the mat. And on the same breath, go ahead and press into shins, thighs, get a little longer. Exhale, release, let it go. Inhale, press into your feet, all the way up, reach up. We're going right back down, bow in. Inhale, press into thighs, shins get long. Exhale, release the hands down. Step your left foot to the back of the mat, this time perpendicular to the front foot. And we're gonna come on up into a warrior two here on this right side. A moment to settle into the shape. Make sure your shoulders and hips are in line with one another and that you're lifted from pelvic floor to crown. We're gonna go ahead and reverse our warrior here. So flip that front palm with the big inhale. Take this all the way up and back. And then exhale, return. Extend through the front leg, reach as far forward as you can. And here we'll find Trikonasana, triangle pose. Take another breath in and out. Lovely. Coming into a balancing posture from here. Left hand to the hip. You can utilize a block, maybe fingertips to the earth, but we're going to try to rise onto this left leg. And just take a moment to be here. You can always extend that left arm up. We'll take another breath in. Exhale, go ahead and spin both hands down, torso down towards the ground. And here we're in another balancing posture. This could be a warrior 3 or a standing split, challenging yourself by taking 1 or 2 hands to the shin. And just as you see, if you fall out, it's no problem because the earth is just right here. We'll take another breath in. Exhale, release left foot next to right. As you inhale, press into thighs, shins get long. Exhale, release, let it go. Inhale, root to rise all the way up, reach up. Once again, we're bowing right back down, bow, and I'm moving to the other side here so I can face you as we do the second side. Inhale, press into thighs, shins get long. Exhale, release the hands down, step your right foot to the back of the mat. You're gonna pivot that back heel down with a big inhale. Come on up, find your warrior 2. A moment to pause and be here. And then as you're ready, go ahead and flip that front palm. With an inhale, we'll take this back, stretching our left side body. On an inhale, you'll return, extend through that front leg, reach as far forward as you can, and then triangle pose. Take a moment, be here. Take a big breath in and out. We're going to transition into half moon, right hand to hip, left hand to a block or the earth as we start to lift our right leg up. And you can always keep this right hand at the hip if that feels better for you, or you can extend that right arm up. We'll take one more breath here. Exhale, go ahead and spin it down. I'm pretty close to the plant here. We're gonna take a moment and just play. Yeah, you can have 1, 2 hands to shin. See what happens. Take one more breath in. Exhale, release your right foot next to left. Inhale, press into thighs, shins get long. Exhale, release, let it go. Inhale, let's bend the knees again. A lot. Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, we're gonna come into a smaller chair. Again, think lengthen your spine as you breathe in. Exhale, coming all the way down to a seat. Here we'll once again find boat pose, big breath in. Exhale, low boat. Now engage your belly with a big breath. Come on back. Once again, Navasana. Exhale, release. We're going to bend the knees a lot and set the feet down. And we're going to take the mat's distance wide or wider than the hips. You'll take a big breath here. As you exhale, wash your knees over to the right. Inhale up through center. Exhale, knees over to the left. Lovely. Inhale, come on back up through center. Once again, knees over to the right. Hold here. Come on up to have a seat on your right sitting bone. Take your left heel as close to you as you can. And we're going to go ahead and lean back slightly, just enough to feel a stretch here in the front of the left thigh. And you can stay on the palms. You might drop down onto the forearms here. I'm getting plenty of a stretch in this shape, so this is where I'll stay. We'll take another breath in and out. Slowly go ahead and bring yourself back up to a seat. And we're now going to fold over our right shin here. So come on forward any amount. Again, it's this not about how low that you go. That's really not what this practice is about at all. It's just about being in our bodies and feeling where we're holding tension, seeing if we can use our breath or mind to find a bit of release. We'll take one more breath here and out. As you inhale, slowly go ahead and bring yourself all the way back up. We're going to move this left heel further away from us. But once again, come on back through center and over to the other side. This time, right heel moves in. And again, we'll lean back any amount. Just take a moment or two here. Breathe into the front of your right thigh. Big breath in and out. We'll take another breath in and out. My mic is peeking through. We'll take one more inhale. Exhale, let it go. Lovely. As you're ready, slowly go ahead and bring yourself up. You're going to come to face your left shin here and slowly move forward until you get a nice stretch in the outer left hip. Breathe into it. Try to stay in the body, present, focused, moving breath towards sensation. We'll take one more breath here and out. And then as you're ready, slowly go ahead and bring yourself all the way up. Lovely. We're just going to swing both legs out in front of us and come onto our backs. Now, you're welcome just to flop down on your back body. If you want, you can roll down onto your back body, just one vertebra at a time. Try to slow roll all the way down. A little bit more work here for the core. And then here, we'll go ahead and reach fingertips away from the toes. Get as long as you possibly can. On an exhale, hug your knees into your belly. Give yourself a nice squeeze, rock a little bit side to side. We'll set the feet down about sitting bones distance apart. We're gonna work into bridge here. So heels as close to your sitting bones as you can get them, arms alongside body. Spread your fingers out wide. With an inhale, let's go ahead and lift up into bridge. Now, as you exhale, slowly lower your hips down towards the earth. And you can continue to move this way dynamically with breath. Inhaling up into bridge, maybe going a little higher. Exhaling, lowering down. Again, inhaling up. Exhaling, you can stay here for a little bit more work, or you might lower down towards the earth and continue to move with breath. We're going to be here for 3 more breaths. Breath in and out. Again, in and out. One more breath here. Exhale, go ahead and slowly release down onto the earth. And then let's draw the knees in towards the belly. Again, just give yourself a little squeeze option here for happy baby. So you can take the knees a little wider, grab behind the thighs. You might grab calves, ankles, or outsides of the feet. Rocking around a bit. Trying to really settle the nervous system and find some ease. And then as you're ready, go ahead and release. Legs extend out long, feet roll open, arms alongside body, palms face up. So finding our way into Shavasana. We're at about that 20-minute mark now. So if you have time to stay here a little bit longer, please feel free. If you need to move on with your day, please feel free. I'm going to go ahead and come on up to a seat. As always, I'm very grateful to have you here practicing with me, and hopefully we get to practice together again soon. Thank you.